What if the universe isn't being born at all, but is already dying, slowly fading toward a future where stars go dark and time itself loses meaning? For billions of years, humanity has looked up and seen a vast, expanding empire of light, energy, and eternal creation. We often imagine the cosmos as infinite and timeless, a place where new worlds are constantly being born from nothing. But what if the golden age of the cosmos is already over and we missed the peak of the party? Scientists are beginning to realize that the universe might have already passed its peak and entered a terminal decline. We are not living at the beginning of the story. We are actually living in the very final chapters now. The evidence is written clearly in the stars, showing us that the cosmos is changing in a fundamental way. The rate of new star formation has plummeted by 97% since its peak billions of years ago. The universe is literally running out of the essential fuel it needs to create new suns and sustain life. Vast clouds of gas that once birthed galaxies are now too thin and hot to collapse into new stellar objects. We are currently in the Stelliferous era, the age of stars, but the lights are slowly being dimmed down. One by one, the great stellar nurseries are shutting down, leaving behind a cosmos that is growing quietly older. The massive blue stars that light up our sky are dying out, leaving only small, dim red dwarfs behind. To make matters worse, galaxies are drifting so far apart due to dark energy that they will eventually disappear. They will become invisible to each other as the space between them expands faster than the speed of light. Every future civilization will eventually find itself alone, stranded on an isolated island of darkness in the void. Our local group of galaxies will merge into one, and beyond that, there will be nothing but absolute emptiness. They will mistakenly believe that their galaxy is the entire universe, with no evidence of the Big Bang remaining. But the true end is even colder and more desolate than just isolation, leading to a state of nothingness. According to the theory of heat death, entropy will eventually win, and order will dissolve into total chaotic randomness. Energy will be spread so thinly across the cosmos that no work can be performed anywhere in the universe. No heat can be generated, no life can survive, and the fundamental processes of nature will cease to function. Time itself will lose all meaning, as there will be no events to distinguish the past from the future. The stars will burn out one by one, leaving behind only the cooling corpses of white dwarfs and neutron stars. Eventually, even these remnants will fade, cooling down to become black dwarfs that emit no light or heat. The universe will enter the degenerate era, a long period where only dead matter and black holes remain. If theories are correct, protons themselves will decay, causing all ordinary matter to dissolve into a fine subatomic mist. Planets, asteroids, and dead stars will simply evaporate, leaving the universe emptier than we can possibly imagine. Then begins the black hole era, where these monsters of gravity become the sole masters of the dying universe. But even black holes are not immortal. They will slowly leak energy through a process known as Hawking radiation. Over unfathomable timescales, black holes will evaporate into nothingness, shrinking slowly until they disappear in a final flash. When the last black hole vanishes, the universe will become a silent, frozen graveyard of subatomic particles and photons. This is the dark era, the final state where the universe reaches maximum entropy and stays there forever. Is there a way out of this fate, or is the void truly our ultimate and inescapable destiny? Some scientists hope for a cyclic universe, where a new Big Bang might emerge from the ashes of ours. Quantum fluctuations in the empty void could theoretically trigger a new inflation event, resetting the cosmic clock. But for now, as we look up at the night sky, we aren't just seeing the stars shining. We are witnessing the slow, majestic, and irreversible fading of existence itself, playing out over eons of time. The clock is ticking, and it has been ticking since the very first moment of the Big Bang. We are lucky to live in this brief, bright moment where the universe is still filled with wonders. We exist in the only time period where life can look out and understand the cosmos around it. This realization makes our existence and the existence of our planet even more precious and incredibly significant. Even our own sun will eventually die, swallowing the Earth before shrinking into a white dwarf ember. But the atoms that make up our bodies will continue to exist, floating in the void forever. We are part of this grand story, a brief flash of consciousness in a universe moving towards sleep. The vastness of the future dark era makes the current era of light seem like a fleeting spark. If the universe's life was a year, the era of stars would last less than a single second. Yet in that second, we have managed to evolve, to dream, and to uncover the secrets of creation. Our knowledge is the only thing that defies entropy, creating order and meaning in a chaotic, dying universe. Perhaps future civilizations will find ways to survive around the last dying embers of the red dwarf stars. They might harvest energy from black holes, clinging to life long after the natural stars have all failed. Or perhaps they will upload their consciousness into machines, slowing down their perception of time to live forever. In a virtual world, a second of real time could be stretched into billions of years of experience. However, the physical reality remains inescapable. The energy gradient will eventually flatten out and all motion ceases. Eternity is a long time, but for our universe, it seems that eternity is synonymous with silence. If we could view our universe from the outside, we would see a flickering candle slowly burning out. But let us not despair, for we are here now, alive and conscious in the glorious Stelliferous era. We have the warmth of our sun, the beauty of our planet, and the company of each other. The universe may be dying, but in our little corner of space and time, it is very much alive. Our curiosity gives the universe a purpose. Without us to observe it, the drama would go unwitnessed. So tonight, look up at the stars and appreciate them, not for their permanence, but for their fleeting beauty. Like a fireworks show, the most beautiful part is often the brief moment before the lights fade away. The universe is a precious, finite gift, and we are the custodians of its memory and its meaning. We are the universe experiencing itself, realizing its own mortality, and finding beauty in the face of the end. Every sunrise is a victory against the void, a reminder that the heat death is still far away. The story of the universe will eventually end. The story of discovery is ours to write today. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the end of time. Welcome to Universe Secrets,